All right, guys, so this is day 2 of transition. Yesterday went really well. I feel so good. Slept good, had no hunger, no cravings, which I was surprised. And I did all whole foods and 2 fuelings. Jacked up my vegetables, increased my protein a little bit, and I got on the scale and already had a loss, which blows my mind. So today I'm gonna probably do the same. I don't know, I kind of just want to get away from the fuelings for a little while. Today I'm starting off with my typical hazelnut coffee, 1 tablespoon of sugar-free hazelnut creamer by International Delight, and 1 packet of sweet leaf stevia. So I'm gonna get on a Zoom call now for about an hour, and then I'll have my first meal. So I'll show you what that's going to be, and you are gonna come on a full day of transition, and let's see how it goes. See you later. All right, so we are at meal number 1, and it's a little late in the day. It's 11:15, so that means technically, unintentionally, I did some intermittent fasting. I'm about 16 hours in, and I naturally just felt hungry. So we are going to be making an omelet with some turkey bacon and some fresh veggies. So I'm gonna do that right now. Feeling so good. I have what's very strange. I have like no hunger, and normally every 2 hours I'm hungry. So I don't know what that's about. It may be just a mental game, placebo effect. You know, this is like all new again. It's very similar to the way I transitioned the last time. But when I transitioned last time, I did it with a coach that coaches professional bodybuilders. So I went straight into a meal plan, but I'm kind of doing that now. I feel like I kind of want to taper off of the fuelings. I feel really good. All right, so let's get this omelet cooking, and we'll be back in just a few. Frying pan, I have 2 slices of turkey bacon cooking, and it's this kind, the lower sodium version. So 2 slices is 50 calories, and we're gonna have that on the side. It's time to take them out of the pan. So we're gonna take these out, let them sit, and I'm gonna spray this pan with cooking spray. But first I want to add a cup of chopped spinach, frozen. Okay, now we're going to add the eggs. And we're going to move the spinach over. And then what I want to do, slide some of that egg over to the other side, pull it in, so the spinach is in the middle. Then I'm gonna, even though there's a hole in the middle, I'm gonna flip the egg over and continue to cook my spinach. Okay, then I'm gonna flip this over. This is called Tamaro Carb-Wise, 60 calories, and here are the macros. I'm gonna show you the back. So 60 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 13 carbs, 7 fiber, and 5 protein. So again, this is, I mean, perfect for transition. So let's make this wrap. So as you can see, the wrap is in the plate. And I'm going to take out the eggs, and I'm going to add my spinach. And you guys know spinach totally melts down when it's cooked. Like this little tiny bit was a cup of frozen spinach. But it's got really good iron, which we all need, right? My hands are washed. Don't get grossed out. And then we're gonna lay on our slices of turkey bacon. I'm gonna try not to have turkey bacon too often because it is very high in sodium. And that's why I bought the low sodium version, which only has 80 milligrams for a slice. So we're gonna roll this up and then we're gonna add something on the side. I'm gonna show you what that is in just a minute. So there you have it. We have the wrap with the eggs, turkey bacon, and spinach, and 2 strawberries sliced up. So this is meal number 1. The reason I chose strawberries as the fruit today is, again, it's on the lowest of low glycemic index. It has a lot of fiber in it. It will not raise up my sugar, my blood sugar, and this is a very well-balanced meal. And it's not a lot of calories either. So if you look at it, the wrap is 60 calories. The 2 eggs are about 140 calories. The 2 slices of bacon is 50 calories. And the strawberries are nominal. The spinach as well. So this is meal number 1. Gonna go eat that and I will see you at lunchtime. All right, guys. Sorry I look like this. I worked out, did some cardio and a little bit of weights. And it is now almost 3:30 and it's time for lunch. I know it's late, but I ate, remember, a couple hours ago. So I'm hungry. We're gonna make a lot of veggies and some good protein and a little bit of tiny bit of berries. So I'm gonna show you what we're having. So here we go. How beautiful does this look? We have an assortment of colors and nice fresh baby romaine tricolored. For protein, we're going to be using this Friendship 1% whipped cottage cheese, half a cup. Then we've got cucumbers, grape tomatoes, celery, and a 1/4 cup, just a tiny little bit of blueberries. So let's put this all together. So basically what I like to do, my hands were just washed. I like to add the cucumber first. This is a lot of cucumber. It's only about 1/4 of one of those big burpless kind or English cucumbers. So it really wasn't that much, but I slice it up into little tiny pieces, right? This is what it looks like in my hand. Teeny tiny. The grape tomatoes, I like to cut them in half lengthwise, like that. And I'm going to just move the bowl so you guys can see a little bit better here. All right, now I have 2 pieces of celery, but I'm actually only going to use 1. It's already washed. And I like to cut it down the center. I mean, this is nothing new to most of you, right? I would say just making a really nice salad, because when you start transitioning, it's very important to increase vegetables first. A little bit of protein also, but the veggies, because that's where the carbohydrates lie. But as you can see, I'm choosing ones that are not high in the carb count, right? We've got the cucumber, the celery, the lettuce. That's all low carb. The tomatoes are just a little bit higher, but we can add them in transition. And I'm going to do this, but I want to weigh it out on my scale. So I'll be right back. All right, so my scale is zeroed out. Now, a half a cup of this is 113 grams. 112. So we'll go with 112. That's a half a cup. And then I'm going to take my 1/4 cup of blueberries, sprinkle them on top. Oh my God, do you see how good this looks? This is why transitioning should not be frightening to you guys. This is healthy eating. We get so off track and gain weight back when we start incorporating tons of things that we know we're not technically supposed to do, especially in the beginning of transition. For maintenance, maybe, but we're transitioning off of Optavia into Whole Foods again. So I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. It's important to get your good fats in while transitioning. So 1 full tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. There she is. And then we're going to do 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. And I have to tell you, this is delicious. I had this yesterday, but I did not put the blueberries in it. But I am today because I feel so good about this. And a 1/4 cup of berries is not going to hurt anybody. It's actually good for you. It's an antioxidant. So this is lunch. How good does that look? All right, so I will see you at dinner time. So I am bundled up again, going for walk number 2 and worked out today. So we're getting in good exercise because, you know, when you transition off of Optavia, you have to make an effort to exercise because you are going to be getting more calories and a little bit of a shock to the system. So make sure you get in your exercise. I'm here with the girls. There they are. Who's walking who? All right, guys, it's dinner time and the star of the show. We are going to be using a fueling. This is the Zesty Cheddar and Herb Crunchers. I've put them in a Ziploc and we're going to bang these up and make breadcrumbs out of them, and then we'll get the dinner prepared. So as you can see, the crunchers came out really nice. I poured them in a bowl. I've got 1 egg here and nothing else added. And I have the pack of center cut pork that I bought yesterday. So we're gonna do just like you would do when you make chicken cutlets. We're gonna open this up. We're gonna take, they're thinly cut, which is the way I like them. We're gonna dip it in the egg. Okay, we're not gonna use flour though. When I make chicken cutlets, that's how I do it. Egg, flour, and the breadcrumbs. So then I'm just gonna dip it in the crunchers. I mean, you can't get any simpler than this. We're utilizing a fueling as breadcrumbs rather than actual breading. And I sprayed my air fryer here with cooking spray. Here's the pork chop going in. I think I could fit probably 2 in my little air fryer here. So I'm just gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna dip the pork in the egg. And then in the bowl of crunchers as breadcrumbs. Seriously, how does this look? Oh, this looks divine. Okay, I'm gonna have 6 ounces of these pork chops. And since I can only fit 2 in there at a time, I'm gonna pull the air fryer close, put it in, and I'm gonna cook it at 400 for about 8 minutes. Let me move this out of the way. All right, so 400 for 8 minutes, and we'll see you back in 8 minutes. The timer just went off, so I'm gonna open this up and take a peek. I'm just gonna turn it over. Ow. Turn it over and just get the tops of these, ow, that's hot, cooked and browned, and we'll be back. I'm gonna set the timer for 2 minutes. Okie dokie. I'm gonna shut it off. I just needed about another minute. So these are done, and we're gonna get the plate started. All right, so I technically could have 3 of these according to the amount of protein I'm allowed. However, I think 2 is more than enough. And we have 1 serving of green beans, which is 3/4 of a cup. And I put on a little bit of spray butter. And now for the good fat, I'm going to be using light sour cream. 2 tablespoons of this is only 35 calories, but it does have 2.5 grams of fat. I thought it would go well, so we'll see. This is a 2 tablespoon measuring spoon. Whoops. And this is a nice healthy dinner. I've incorporated a fueling, as you can see. I'm going to actually put it on the side so I can just dip it. All right, and there you go. That is dinner tonight. 2 center cut pork chops using the fueling as breading. We have a little bit of egg, green beans, and sour cream. How good does this look? Now tell me out there, you guys are telling me, some of you, that you're nervous to transition. Don't be nervous. This is easy. You take the habits and the things that you've learned while on Optavia, and you incorporate it into your transition. So you can see I didn't go overkill with anything, and I'm limiting myself to 2 pork chops, which technically I guess would equal 1 if they weren't so thin. And there you go. So I will see you. I'm going to have probably a snack later on, and I will show you what that is, and we'll see you later. Guess what time it is? It's time for snack. All right. I haven't done my review on this yet, but I'm having it, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Magic Spoon cereal. This is the blueberry flavor. I am like a huge blueberry lover, as you saw today on my salad. I love blueberry yogurt. I love all blueberry things. Blueberry donuts, whatever. Magic Spoon is a company that makes cereal that is, look at this, high protein, keto friendly, sugar free, wheat free, naturally flavored. There's no junk in this. And a serving is 3/4 of a cup. And in that you get 110 calories, 4.5 grams of fat, 10 carb, 1 fiber, and 11 grams of protein. So I weighed this out on my food scale. That is 3/4 of a cup. And this is a nice size bowl, right? To that, I'm gonna add 1 cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk. And I'm not a big milk drinker to begin with. I usually eat cereal by itself, but I wanna add this in. And I probably will not finish it all, but who knows? So I'm gonna shake it up, pour it in the cereal, and let's check it out. All right, guys, so I did a little less than a full cup because I don't want to waste it. And I know I'm not going to drink all of that within that cereal, but I'm going to pour it in. Actually, I'm going to do like half a cup. So, let's do it. You know what? Let's do it because I need the nutrition. It's 30 calories. Let me let that soak up the milk and we'll do a taste test. All right, so a trick that I've always done is I use a teaspoon when I eat because it's the smaller spoon. Here's the cereal. All right, let's do the taste test. Here goes Blueberry Magic Spoon. Wow. Wow. All right, even if you're not on transition, this cereal could technically substitute a bag of cereal. Calories and everything are almost the same. And I have to tell you, the taste of it is very good. It's not as sweet as I would think it would be. There's no aftertaste, sort of like, you know, the Optavia cereal. Some people say there's an aftertaste. But for something being so natural, it's really good. So, I would say, give it a try. Again, here's what the box looks like. Magic Spoon. I have it in several flavors. I got the variety pack. You can order it right on their website. I make nothing off of this. I'm just telling you what I think about it. I'm anxious to try the other flavors. What else do I have? Peanut butter and like Fruity Pebbles and things like that. So, Magic Spoon. All right, guys, so day 2 of transition is complete. I hope you all enjoyed the choices that I've made. I feel really good about this. I feel energized. I really wasn't hungry. I didn't feel the need to eat every 2 hours. You know, those big salads and the vegetables and things are very filling. And it's much more than what I'm used to. So very filling. Did the lean protein, incorporated a fueling, actually used the almond milk as like a condiment, right? So I had a good day, got some exercise in. I mean, this is what it's all about. This is transition. Transition is Optavia, maintenance, and transition is right here. So we're coming off of Optavia, continuing with healthy habits, incorporating more vegetables, more whole grains and things. I'm not at the whole grain part yet, except, the low carb wrap, but I'm not doing rice. I'm not doing potatoes, none of that yet. And then we go into maintenance to maintain our weight. So with that being said, we can do this. Yes, we can, as long as we do it together. And I have to say thank you, because I appreciate you guys supporting this. I know a lot of you stumbled upon me to help you get through the program, but I just felt the need. It's time. Like I said, I'm only 5 pounds away from goal, and I didn't want to spend another chunk of money on another box when it's time for me to transition. But stick with me, because this series that I'm doing, I'm going to try to do this every day for you guys, continue on with my journey. I think it's important, especially when you guys are ready for transition. You'll have this to fall back on. Yeah, you might watch it now and get some ideas. Some of my things can be used as lean ingredients, but I think the goal of me making this series is, number one, to be accountable to myself. That's always been my priority. While I love all of you, this is just for me. What I share with you clearly is my passion to help all of you. So I will continue on my journey. Please stick with me so you can learn and ask questions. And if you want to see more of these, what I eat in a day while transitioning, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Be kind, be supportive, as I always am with you. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.